you liking this one?
I guess I picked Roger Williams for my Final Four. I did not pick Boston College. That doesn't make me confident in my choice, though, because they're both super good teams. So I think it's going to be a battle for sure. Maybe a 1-4-5-2-3-6. We'll see if these guys can get off the line clean, because we've had some trouble with boats, particularly at the pin, either fouling or breaking kinetic violations.
Sure.
I think they were sculling violations, most likely.
Yeah. 1:30 to go. As tight in as we can, as our zoom will allow on those red and blue Z420s. Be great. This is going to be a good start. I'd say in general, trends for the two teams, my trends anyway, Roger Williams, pretty aggressive with their play-making ability, and very by the book. BC maybe a little less so, but can make speed count. And sometimes when they don't do things maybe as we might be able to anticipate, they make it work with their pace.
Yeah, you know, the Boston College sailors, they seem a little bit more improvisational, whereas the Roger Williams sailors are really going to stick to the playbook. See which one works better.
BC leading in at the boat, Roger Williams leading in at the middle, perhaps a bit early. I see a late luff. Again, we're seeing the pin boats just all over, if not below at times, that lay line to the pin. Final approach here.
Okay, under 10 seconds. The boats all look late to me. Looks like they are a bit bound up on the line.
We haven't seen, a pair start with full speed at the pin yet.
No, absolutely not. It's been a luffing battle. Usually one of them ends up spinning. The whole fleet very bow back on that start.
That's telling us left phase, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Looks like Boston College is leading out towards the right and leading to the left, so that may be a strong position for them.
Yeah, have it going their way so far, I'd say.
This is going to be an awesome race.
On that Boston College team is Will Bailey, Erica Reinecke, and Raul Rios driving with Catherine Wisaki, Elizabeth Barnard, and Shelby Hamilton.
BC Eagles. Looks like Roger Williams got a good cross in boat 18. They got across the right pair. And then boat 1 is going to lee bow that boat. So it's a neck-and-neck battle. Looks like Becca's calling in from the starting line. Let's hear it.
What do you got, Becca?
Hi, we're just watching the BC Lodge race. First of all, a nice start to Roger Williams. Looks like they're pretty fast off the line. Breeze lightened up to probably under 5 knots here at the start at the moment, and a lot of the boats were far away and actually weren't on time to the start. So I'd say maybe
closer to the mic.
Late to this line. That certainly caused them, especially 1 or 2 of the BC boats.
So with the lightning breeze, it's important to be up on the line.
Yeah, I think we're sort of seeing it hover, 4.5, maybe up to 6 knots, but down at 4.5, boats were getting a little too far away from the line, and that was hurting them.
That's awesome. Talk soon.
Thanks, bye.
I'd say there's pretty much nothing in it right now between these two teams. I'm struggling to come up with who has the upper hand.
It's close. Well, I thought that 1 was in front of 17. The BC boat was in front of 17. They were advantaged out to the left and gave up on it. Came all the way through, even past the middle pair. And whereas before they were advantaged in both directions, kind of gave up on the left, and now we're looking into.
I think
you know what we're seeing.
Roger Williams is going to try to convert a play too, but of course it's Roger Williams 236 now.
BC 236.
Oh, sorry.
BC to 236.
Correct.
With Roger.
Correct.
145. But I thought in 17, you know, was behind both those BC boats. I just thought maybe a missed opportunity.
Little shift.
But then again, maybe BC was thinking play 2 the whole time and didn't want to go into a 1-2-6. Probably, you know, maybe a play 2 preferable to the 1-2-6.
Sometimes teams will have a certain philosophy on that. Boy, that the
They're
Roger
all
Williams
over.
boat in the 1 is not leaving anything to chance. They could probably slow up and let the race catch up for them.
Really aggressive luff here from 16 on 1.
That's going to be a spin there. We're spinning. Boat 1's spinning.
Yeah. Yeah, just BC getting a little too close there, and Roger Williams catching them
Yeah, a little sharp luff there.
off guard.
Roger Williams looking to go play 1 here. They've got the pin, I think, on boat 3. Can boat 3 tack? Nope, they are pinned.
That's
Pinned out.
Eric Reinecke in boat 3. Just trying to slow things down. A little luff there.
Advantage Hawks.
In general, when you're losing, try to slow the race down. That's what she's trying to do.
There's still nothing in it, though, I tell you. It's a minimal lead.
BC 2 getting just enough of a piece. But, wow, BC, Erica, no, I think Roger Williams looking pretty strong here. They could just
See how
get
this
around.
mark rounding goes. Also, 17 is going to get a piece at 2. So this could be a 1-2-3 here.
It's sphincter time.
Yep. The 17 is going to look at that. See, that's how it's done right there. 17 stops. They realize their teammates are in a 1-2. 17 stops the race.
Kamikaze.
Absolutely road blocking it. Nice stuff. 17. Love it. That's
Yep.
when, if you're one of the teammates in the 1-2 right now, you look back and you say, nice job, buddy.
Thank you, sir. I'd say missed opportunity there for BC. They had a good start.
I think they team race too much on the middle of the beat. You know, they maybe engaged too hard and tried to convert that play 2.
Yeah.
When they had a piece of the 1, I thought maybe could have just extended and who knows? Who knows?
They went hard back and got too close. And you know, Roger Williams, they know what too close is, and they're gonna catch you with your pants down and take advantage.
That's exactly what they did. That short little luff there. Wow. Authoritative second half of that beat by Roger Williams. Awesome stuff. Breeze is looking kind of light out there right now.
Right.
Sea breeze is getting a little wimpy on us.
Wow. Good stuff.
What's up for the next race, guys, and the race colors?
It's going to be pink and green, also in Z420s. The Michigan Wolverines in pink, Stanford Cardinal in green. Believe that.
I think some of our colors might be a little wonky here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not like us.
Some people on the live stream here are saying we got the teams flip-flopped on some of the colors, so
Bring it on. We need the feedback.
That's right. That's right.
yes, black and yellow going up the beat already. Stanford is in black, Michigan is in yellow, correct. So midway up the beat, approaching the mark. Stanford looking pretty strong right now. Stanford is black, Michigan is in yellow.
Let's check back in with BC Roger Williams.
Sounds good. Yeah, BC has Roger Williams, I'm sorry, has extended. Still have a 1-2. Roger Williams in blue down there, getting down towards the leeward mark. BC trying to roll jibe their way into something in the light air, but it's not looking great for them.
If you jibe, I'm going to jibe, and I'm going to jibe 1% better.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's what BC's thinking. Or that's, sorry, what Roger Williams is thinking.
Matching jibes. Can we swing back over to black and yellow?
To the windward mark?
Yeah, it looks like Stanford has rounded the mark in a 1-3 combo, but they're struggling to get rid of that pesky Michigan boat in between. So you can see the sandwich of the black and yellow. Looks like Becca's calling in right now.
We have Becca back on the line. What's going on, Becca?
Hey, we had a pretty good start with Navy and Tufts just there. Sort of the story of the day is the breeze is pretty light right now. We're seeing even down to about 3.5 knots. So crews are in the boat, skippers are sitting in, and yeah, definitely affecting some boats. You know, if they're getting into that air at the start, we're often not seeing, you know, most of the boats getting off the start on time.
So that's pink and green, I think, Navy and Tufts.
Pink and green, Navy and Tufts.
On the upwind.
And you just see the wind kind of dying all over the
Dan,
race
can you
area.
zip over to that race with your camera?
A little bit of
Pink and green?
still on the left. You're probably going to see Navy's boat 9, who is the only boat going left, coming pretty far ahead. I think they're already slowing even. It was almost a really nice start to Navy, but boat 7 was, I think it was boat 7 was over early. Have to go back.
Thanks for that. We'll talk to you soon.
No problem.
So yeah, let's stick with that pink and green race for a moment.
Midshipman Jumbos.
Navy coming off a loss just the last round against St. Mary's. Navy in pink, Tufts in green on the first upwind leg.
Good picking pass back there. You can see 13's got the ride on 8, allowing 14 to be free. Now 14 just has to rely on their own pace to burn out 7. They're bow out. And meanwhile, 13's got to make sure 14 gets all the way out and around on the left. You can see 15's going to help. 15 attacking 7. 14's going to sail free and clear. Meanwhile, 13 all over 8. Jumbo's looking to go 2, 3, 4 here.
Yeah, it looks good for the Jumbos right now. It looks like if they can just balance properly as the boats get up towards the mark.
That was a great job from 13, now furthest right boat, to have the presence of mind to get down and stop the opponent's ability to tack. That frees up an opponent, or sorry, teammate to just sail free and clear. And things are looking good here for the Jumbos. We'll see 7 lee bow, 13, and 15 is going to try and be there to clean it up. That could have been close. I wouldn't be surprised if we asked for an umpire's opinion.
Now it looks, I feel like maybe Tufts is centered up a little bit too hard. I see boat 9 is in the 1 and boat 8 just legged it out to the right in pressure, and Tufts may have over team raced there, and
you're right.
Maybe play 1 possibly.
We'll see. 14 looks like they're going to get all the way over, be able to get all the way over. Remember, they're not even going to try.
I guess that Navy boat on the far right is significantly overstood.
Gotcha.
Tufts knows a thing or two about wind shifts on Mystic Lake. They're going to have a pretty good grasp on where the ley lines are as the wind shifts back and forth.
Yeah, good point.
Navy's more used to just sailing a lot of chop.
But you can see that's team racing in a nutshell there. The Tufts 14, I think that was who we interviewed earlier, David from San Francisco. He was their least advantaged player and brings the bad guys to his help, and his teammates clean it up for him, and now he's the most advantaged player.
A lot of upperclassmen in that Tufts group, and they're sailing smart. Nice 2-3-4 combo right now. Two, three, four, lovely. Nice job, Tufts. Tacking around. Navy potentially coughing up a second race of the afternoon here on a little bit of a skid.
Well, we knew they had a tough end of the round.
They did. Two tough teams.
St. Mary's and Tufts, both teams that sail obviously a whole lot here on Horseshoe Bend.
Yeah, now Tufts, they come here on their spring break trip every year, right?
Oh yes, wholesome times that time.
Sounds nice. Nice little camping trip. Sail in the snow.
It's
Do a lot
always
of team
raining
racing.
when they come, and no matter what, it's always actually sleeting.
They're from New England. It rains there all the time.
They stay here.
I like that they're 2-3-4. They have a bit of a cushion behind, and really for Navy, this leeward mark rounding is going to be critical. That boat in first needs to absolutely condense the race, stop, set a great mark trap, and that's going to be the race right there. If they can't manage to condense the race, it'll be a fairly easy 2-3-4 for Tufts. I'm seeing on the chat board that Navy and Tufts were bitter rivals back in the 90s in team racing, and I think that's what we were saying earlier when
Oh yeah.
those teams, you know, Navy has the most team race championships ever at 6. Tufts is next in line with 5th, tied for St. Mary's with 5 total team race championships. So I think back in the 90s you had those powerhouse teams, Navy coached by Gary Bodie, Tufts, Ken Legler.
Yeah, what a funny dichotomy that used to be. The two powerhouse teams basically writing the book on team racing.
One is a military academy,
One-
the other is like a camping school.
Yeah, and obviously both just would go back and forth and approach the game differently, but both have amazing records.
Yeah, let's zoom in on that first place Navy boat. They have started to slow down. They are in the pink sail near the leeward mark. They're slowing down, and they have a huge gap that they need to condense.
Yeah.
Their teammates are in 5th and 6th. They're in the back of the race. They need to slow this race down massively, and that's a task. It's easy to slow it down a few boat lengths, but to slow it down for several minutes takes a lot of skill.
Yep. Clear ahead there, can go right back at him, decides to jibe instead.
Yep, they're just kind of dancing at the edge of the 2-length zone there, I'd say.
I think Tufts is going to be able to clear this out well. Navy hedging their bets to the left, looking downwind, but it just means Tufts going to be able to clear out.
Looking kind of hooked still,
Wow.
Tufts, right?
That's not your traditional way to clear out,
Very down speed.
but just buying time for 15 is going to come and be able to. Interesting, though, that 14 just didn't go
Clear it
around the
out.
outside,
Indeed, indeed.
but pushed them around the mark nonetheless.
There they go. So mark trap's broken now. Tufts in green is going to make it around the mark, still in a 2-3-4.
And meanwhile, 13 is going to bump this out, much like we see with the 1-2, and the 2 bumps out the 1. 13's doing the same thing here, going to buy some time for its teammates in 14-15 to press forward and really spread out their coverage scheme for the last beat. All Tufts here, going into
Indeed.
Mark 4.
Indeed. This is when, if you're the coach of the team in the 2-3-4, you're just praying that they can put together a good cover scheme on this last beat. Did we see, did Tufts just steal the 1?
No, I don't know what they're doing.
I think they might have. No, maybe not. What's going on?
Just sailed a bunch of extra distance.
Okay. They might have been trying to clear out that second.
So the whole coverage scheme starts here. Can Tufts manage to round non-overlapped with each other? Looks like they are. That's going to be more advantage to them. Oh, we got We got to change the play here, John.
Okay, we got a Navy boat sneaking through. So Tufts now is 2-3-5 there. 2-3-4 is broken up.
Wow.
Navy has a chance to go play 4.
I think that might have had something to do with that boat doing a crazy Ivan.
Yeah.
Just started going upwind for a second.
Maybe they forgot about Mark 4. You know, that happens.
Wow, it's all on now.
It is. Yep. Scrappy. This could go any direction at this point. I like how the Navy boat in the 1 is swooping down into the action immediately.
Wow. 14's in a tight spot. They gotta keep control. And they're giving up already. Navy turning the race around here.
Wow.
They got 2 pairs. If 8 gets across, they got 3.
Tight. Very tight.
Navy's
Yeah.
2-3-4. The switch of the 2-3-4.
Look at that. Goes
Now
one
they're
way.
gonna get into their coverage scheme. Here
Yeah,
comes
let's-
14. 9's gonna follow. They're the point man.
Let's stick with this race because this has big implications. Tufts and Navy are basically tied. Looks like Becca's calling in. Let's hear it, Becca.
What do we got, Becca?
Hey, so St. Mary's Yale start. Honestly, pretty smooth sailing, not that much aggressive maneuvering. Pretty good start to Yale, though, with the exception of Graham Landy, who was flagged for 42 at the start. His teammates were speedy off to the left and looking pretty good right now.
Ah, that's great. And a little bit of more pressure out there.
We are seeing a little bit, yeah, maybe it's 5 or 6 all the way now. So definitely better for this race, and have these guys have a little more breeze to get going.
And you can probably see both those races on the same time in the viewfinder right now. One's on the first
Thanks,
beat,
Becca.
one's on the second beat. So you can see Yale is in black there, beating the St. Mary's Seahawks in yellow on the first beat. Looks like Yale has a potential 1-2.
I think we should
Stick with what we got. Go back to Navy.
Well, I think that Navy's looking strong.
Are they?
Oh, man, I want to watch both simultaneously.
We kind of can right now.
Okay. But Navy, this was wrestling. They would have gotten 2 points for the reversal.
They would have. Yeah, you're right. Navy is looking strong in the pink over there. Tufts Jumbo's tough situation at that leeward mark. Kind of a botched cover scheme.
All sorts of things going on out there. Everybody's going upwind.
Yeah, you got it.
Let's
Two different
focus
legs of
in on
course.
black and yellow. We got St. Mary's in yellow in the FJs, the all yellow mains, and Yale, our leaders, in black, asserting their grip on the national championship.
Yep, you're making the viewers happy. Trevor, we're going to stay with St. Mary's and Yale. That's what Trevor asked for on the chat board. So black and yellow. Yale looks strong in black, but there's 1 or 2 St. Mary's boats threatening.
Here we go. Does 4 have a piece?
Ooh, that looked like kind of a flat tack there.
Ooh,
Yale's
they
in
do.
black, correct?
Correct, Yale in black. And the St.
And-
Mary's boat on the starboard ley line
They have
is
a
coming
piece
in
too.
hot.
Great work. Great
Yep.
work from the Seahawks.
Seahawks could be in the lead at this mark, I think.
Wow.
Sticking with the black and the yellow.
St. Mary's in the 1. Here we go. Do we have a riding pass back? Can 5 come down? Ooh.
Little light patch there right at the mark, too.
Sure.
I
Looks
think
like
this is going to be all broken up as they round. It's going to be a funky,
stalemate here right now, huh?
funky combo. You might even see you might just lock down at this point on the closest boat to you, and at least that way you have a piece of somebody.
Who's in
That
last?
Navy
I'd
Tufts
say Yale
fishing.
is.
Yeah, Navy and Tufts, that one went Navy's way. Nice job.
We'll stick with St. Mary's in yellow. Yale, Eli, Bulldogs in black.
It is a stalemate. What is going on? They're all stopped right there. It's St. Mary's is trying to convert a 145, I think. It's like a...
Ooh, they are parked.
They are parked. All 3 of those boats are really slow. And maybe
And
purposely.
meanwhile, look at Look at Yale. The wolf pack is circling.
Uh-oh. Are they lined up on the reach leg on starboard?
Yes, they are. They're.
Hey now, that's a bit spicy.
Oh yeah. He's already hooked.
Cool move.
Cool move. That's Chris Sagerblum in 12. He's right in front, right where you want to be.
Zoom in tight on that reach leg. It's a battle between those back 4 boats. All we know is St. Mary's has the first.
Oh wow.
People are tacking. I think Yale just converted that into a 2-3-4.
You're right.
That was some tricky stuff.
St. Mary's just got 2 down speed.
So a very tight 2-3-4 for Yale as they get to Mark II.
And Yale's boat in last place was Graham Landy, and he is he's known to have some pace.
We have some decisions to make here on the coverage, guys, because the race that just started is orange and green. That's Charleston and Georgetown, and we think that the winner of that race moves on into the round of 8, and the loser potentially gets eliminated. Becca, take us through it.
What'd you see at the start there, Becca?
Hey, so it seems like this is a pretty big matchup. It's very light at the start right now. We can sort of see more breeze filling up past the windward mark, but it's certainly not hitting this start yet. I'd say pretty nice start to Georgetown, except that one of their guys was spinning a 360 after fouling at the pin. I expect we're going to see the boats on the left coming out of this beat. It looks better over there, and currently Georgetown is a little more on the right side of the course, so who knows what we'll see.
So that's
cool.
Georgetown in green and Charleston in orange.
Charleston, I'd say, looking strong, 2-3-4. Another example of some spring break buddy teams.
Indeed.
Georgetown coming down to Charleston every spring. And these teams spar against each other a lot, have a fun, healthy relationship with each other. But
Charleston looks pretty good.
they're all over each other now.
The makings of a 2-3-4 for Charleston in orange.
Yeah. 9 just comes down on 13, breaks that tie. All speed. 15 hooked into something here. 15 hooked into a little left sheer. Boat 7, Nick Johnstone, a little far away right now, not breaking that tie. Little dial down.
Big duck. Georgetown with a big duck.
Good
there.
job from the Cougars picking him up, but still, boat 5 is going to get a good enough lead bow to affect 7. Doesn't look it.
Very tight.
Can the Cougars spread this out here? They had 150 yards to the windward mark. Can they turn this tight 2-3-4 into a spread out 2-3-4 or better? That's the question.
I love how Georgetown is right on them. Georgetown is not allowing them any space. Their 1 is right in the grill. We
Green flag.
see a green flag. All right. For
Continue
something.
to play. Yeah, aggressive by the 1. We haven't seen that in a while. I think that could be, factor of the steady breeze. Maybe the 1s are a little more willing to get in the mix.
And we should probably continue to watch that mark rounding. Just an update from the Yale and St. Mary's race at the leeward mark. It is a scrap show. Things are getting crazy. Yale,
Wow.
after some spins by St. Mary's, Yale still has the 2-3-4, it appears. 2 St. Mary's boats doing 720s simultaneously. So St. Mary's had broken up the 2-3-4. They now don't. So anyway, back to the orange and green race.
St. Mary's fans, you didn't even want to look at that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't even. Sorry, Andrew Waters. Just keep your eyes closed. Orange and green. Cougars in orange doggedly hanging on to something.
Who wants to be
Oh, cancel that.
coming through the back? Wow.
Oh, squeezing through. Get the horn going for that one. That was an air horn move.
How about that? Something's wrong. Cougars managed to hold the 2-3-4 around the top marks, but Hoya's refusing to let them get much farther along.
Yeah, that was. I think the Hoyas had a piece of them, but that 6th place boat for Charleston managed to squeeze through where they didn't even have mark room. I think both those teams probably know that this is serious, serious business.
Sailing for the Cougars is Jake Reynolds, a 16, Ryan Davidson, a 16, Nick Johnstone, a 15. So pretty young skippers. Allie Blumenthal, 15, Rebecca Schiff, and Emmy Stewart, I believe. Pretty young squad for the Cougars.
Absolutely. Sailing like veterans on that mark rounding, though.
Yeah. For Georgetown, we got Sean Golden, Alex Post, and Nevin Snow.
Also a young squad.
Bunch of crews. Hard for me to determine who's out there.
I bet you it's Katia Da Silva, Bettina Redaway, and Isabella Ruiz de La Magia. Sorry about that. I'll just call you Isabella.
Isabella.
Sailing down the run here with the orange and green boats. We have Charleston in orange, Georgetown in green. And if you're just joining us, we suspect that the loser of this race will not make the round of 8. They will be eliminated after this first round robin. Both these teams extremely talented, certainly capable of winning this regatta if things go their way, but they've each struggled a little bit. Georgetown beat Yale, so they've beaten the regatta leader in a race, but they've also lost some races that they probably would like to try again on. So Georgetown right now, 1-5-6 combination, losing this race, potentially facing elimination from the entire regatta.
So we've seen this before, not too many races ago. Boat 14 going to try and put the big condense on this race.
Mark trap time.
Meanwhile, boat 8 is the boat that the Hoyas are going to try and pick on here. Last boat in is, I believe that's Jake Reynolds coming in, but coming in with a good angle, jib reaching in pretty hot. I think the Cougars are going to get around this pretty good if they can just clear out that boat in first. I think that's Nevin Snow up in the 1. He's going to be hard to push around, but they're successful in doing so.
Well, they're probably happy to have Nevin in the 1 there because he's their top dog, and he's going to make this whole last beat really difficult for the Cougars.
Still just so tight. Cougars can't manage to spread this out. Between 3 and 4 is a great opportunity to try and spread the 2, 3, 4 out. So we
can see Nevin there in the 1. He's got his mainsail completely trimmed in, luffing the jib. He's condensing the race, slowing the boats behind. Meanwhile, his teammates in 5 and 6, one of which is doing a 360 or a 720. So the last Georgetown boat doing a 720 must have gotten an umpire call against him.
Quick update from Yale, St. Mary's. Looks like Yale still looking quite strong. Maybe overtaking the 1, and looks like they're going to cross in some kind of 1-2 combination.
All right, we've got Becca on the line here. Becca, what are you seeing?
We're sitting right at that lunar mark with Charleston and Georgetown. Obviously, a pretty tough ask for Georgetown's 1 in green to hold off, break up the 2-3-4 at that lunar mark. And the Hoyas are doing all that they could to sort of push between boat 5 and 4, but got a penalty because of that. And we have another penalty. Penalty going to Charleston.
Oh!
2.
It's all on now. 2-3-6 for Charleston.
Hold on to your hats, kids. Charleston just got flagged. They're doing a 720. Their 2-3-4 is now a 2-3-6.
They got flagged for sailing above their proper course. And Georgetown in the 1 called them out on it.
Nevin Snow forces the foul.
And Charleston's in trouble here.
Game on.
Charleston's in trouble. Nevin Snow coming in, swooping in. Going to make that pass back with the middle green boat here. Can't quite tell who that is. Charleston going to try and get a lee bow on.
Georgetown in green starting to create an upper hand.
They might be slipping straight into play 2. No surprise.
They love play 2.
Oh, Nevin's letting them go.
Nevin looks like he's going to chase that far side pair.
Concerned about the right. That could be a sliver, a little opportunity for the Cougars.
Looks like Georgetown's getting the cross.
Boat 9 making that lee bow stick. Really controlling the pace as the boats go out to the left side of the course. Charleston in that back foursome, very strong in both directions.
There's not much in it back there. There's really nothing in it. All I could really say is that I'm pretty sure Georgetown has the 1. I think Nevin still has the 1, so
Big lee bow coming here.
your best bet is a first and not last in that point. Go 1-4-5.
Ooh, 13 gets across despite 8 trying to hunt. That's big swing for the Hoyas.
And another cross for the Hoyas. The little left shift with pressure.
It's all Hoyas here.
Yeah, it's all Hoyas. Huge change.
Yeah.
That flag, that 720, boy.
Along with this little left shift here.
It's 1-2-3.
Wow.
Georgetown may live to sail another day. It all hinges on an umpire call having to do with proper course. Glad Becca was able to phone in and tell us about that as it was happening. Otherwise, we would have no idea what that penalty was for.
So, sounded like someone sailed above their proper course. That can
On the
often
reach leg, you think? Or maybe out of the leeward mark,
I
they
bet
sailed in from clear astern around the mark, luffed later on inadvertently.
Yeah, maybe kind of lost. It's easy in the heat of battle to lose track of how overlaps are formed.
And I'll tell you one thing, not to be a too much of a sideline armchair commentator here, but Nevin Snow does a ton of match racing. He's a renowned match racer. These umpires umpire a lot of match racing, and sometimes if the umpires think you are a credible sailor, the calls sometimes go your way a little bit more. So they may have been on the same wavelength.
No. These
That's
umpires
surreal.
they are stone cold. They don't pay
I'm
attention
sure
to people's faces. They don't pay attention to what the pennies
I'm
say.
talking about the subconscious, Nick.
Oh,
Subconscious.
okay. Subconscious.
Subconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a different story then.
They don't call fouls on LeBron James?
Correct. It's like, well, anyway, it doesn't matter what I say. It's a 1-2 for Georgetown.
Wow.
Holy moly. Cougar Nation devastated by that penalty. So we don't really know what
Yeah.
that means yet, but we suspect that might mean that Charleston is eliminated.
Heart-wrenching
That is.
to have it, and they're gonna probably go back and, maybe it hinged on that call, but usually sailing above a proper course, that's not too controversial of a umpire call. Usually that's operator error, perhaps.
Correct. Looks like we got a phone call coming in from Becca. Let's hear it.
What we got, Becca?
Hey, just a quick update, because I know there's a lot of focus on the top of the course, but Texas looking pretty good over ODU at this leeward mark, and I believe they're pitching for their first win, so they're looking good, and we just wanted to pass that along.
It's nice. Get out of here with at least winning one race on a beautiful day.
Yeah, let's
I
zoom
know,
in on that.
and breeze has picked up a little more, or maybe just over 7 knots, so hopefully they can hang on to it.
Sounds good, Becca. Sounds good.
What are we zooming in on?
Red and blue, according to Becca, blue is in the lead over there on the last beat, and that is Texas A&M Galveston.
Awesome.
Has not won a race yet in the regatta over Old Dominion, who has had a bit of a tough outing this weekend. ODU's had some really tight races, but they haven't really gone their way. So Texas A&M trying to hang on to that 1-2 on the last beat.
They did let someone get to the right of them, which can sting. They are showing pretty good pace in boat 18. And I'm sure they are licking their chops for a win here.
No doubt. Yeah, I think they may have dropped the 1, though.
For the Aggies is Trey Hartman, Jacob Haffemeister, and Ryan Murphy driving with Rachel McMahon, Kayla Seiberg, and Brittany Crawford. Hungry for the W.
Yeah, let's go Aggies. I'd love to see them pull this race off. It looks like ODU may have the 1 now. Aggies still in pretty solid position, though. If they could just, oh, here we go. A tap and a duck from the Aggies, faced by the Monarchs.
Tough to see the Cougars just walk by, a coaching staff, the sideline players realizing their dreams of a national championship may have slipped through. Some long faces, but like we said, young squad, they'll be back.
They will be back. I'm sure they're double-checking the scorecard to make sure that there's no
we
possible
could,
way.
We could be wrong.
We could be wrong. We've been wrong many times.
But I think we're right on this front here, John.
I just can't believe Georgetown. They looked like there was a fork in them. They were done. Made something happen. The race we're watching here. What's going on with the? I think the Aggies might have the 1 again. Boat 16 is ahead of Boat 3. Boat 13 charging across on port. Maybe a 1-3. Oh, you don't want it. Maybe you wanted a duck there. I'm not sure. Let's go Aggies.
We got a lot of colorful sails all mixed up there, don't we?
We do. Yeah, we're actually watching the blue and the red.
Blue and red.
Don't
Aggies
worry.
in blue, butterflies in red.
Heading towards the finish line. It is all on. There are a lot of boats right in the way, though, so it's a little hard to see right now.
I think ODU might have. Ooh, it's really hard to see.
All I can see is that the Aggies have the 1.
Aggies have the 1, but they are in last. Can 18 get across? Beating 1 boat. I got a feeling ODU's looking powerful here.
Oh,
wow,
big
Aggies
dial
getting
down.
very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Big dial down at the. Holy moly! What the heck is going on?
Oh no!
We have an umpire call.
Oh, what do we got? Boat 3 is.
It's ODU's going to squeak across the line with a 1-2, I think. Are there any outstanding calls?
Or perhaps a professional foul? Umpire's going to come into this?
I don't see anything yet.
Ooh, we're listening in. We got the umpire boat radio channel right next to us. Talking about it, whether boat's finished.
Starting to bring boats in, guys. If we run our last race.
Any update from that finish? Think ODU took it, huh?
I think they did. I don't see any flags or spinning going on. We're down to the last couple races here. Let's see. I think the last one on the course is pink and green going downwind. That's Wisconsin in pink and Tufts in green.
Can Wisconsin play a little late round spoiler? They right now have the 5-6, so it will be challenging. Maybe not. It's like Tufts, though. Gonna call Tufts in a 1-2-5 right now. Round 1 coming to a close, John.
Yeah. Wow. Tufts. Wait, a little luffing match going on there.
Ooh,
flag on 9.
Hearing the umpires get involved.
I think Wisco is about to get flagged for pumping. We heard a VHF call.
That umpire voice, I know it. That's Katie Prigmore Maxim.
She's a
Don't have her address, but sorry, Wisconsin fans.
Yeah, there goes
another St. Mary's alumni, Katie, coming back to help with the regatta.
Tufts is going to round here 1, 2, 3, and that's the last race of this round. So we might as well finish it all the way, watch it all the way to the finish.
This will be Wisconsin's last race of the 2014 ICSA APS Team Racing Nationals.
So many acronyms. Annapolis Performance Sailing, they're the sponsor of this regatta. Awesome people.
Right up the road, hour and a half, one-stop shopping. You can get everything from Thule racks to a laser. They kit you out. You go in there and you can. You might not have sailed a day in your life. You come out looking like a sailor.
Absolutely. Bring the black card, the Amex, and you'll be looking good.
They might even have a Mount Gay hat you could buy in there.
How's what do we know about Georgetown? They in or out? Because they're gathering there on the dock.
I think they're in. Let me see here. I'm going to refresh the scores. I'm not sure if they've been updated.
Did you ever have a Mount Gay hat in your sailing career?
I have, yeah, a lot of them actually.
Yeah.
They're pretty easy to come by if you go sailing much.
They used to not be. I think it was like a bit of a rite of passage to get one of those things. I have a friend that used to collect them, sell them on eBay.
You must have a few, Nick.
I tend to give them away.
Now I'm looking at tech score now. For you fans at home, maybe you can go on the chat board and help me out. I'm looking on tech score and I'm seeing results already posted for races that have not been held yet. I'm seeing the second round already populated. So
see, technical glitches can happen to everybody.
They can, absolutely. So let's just reserve judgment before we officially declare who's in the regatta, who's out, what happened with the final 8.
This has been a fun opening round. Teams fighting hard, all of them.
Absolutely. You know, that race that we just saw there with Tufts and Wisco may have had big implications because I think if Tufts had been upset there, they might have been in a situation where they
gone down a couple notches.
Down, maybe outside the top 8 even. It's super close.
Give me your synopsis of the afternoon, boys.
Looks like they fixed tech score just for everybody at home. It looks better to me now.
Well, as predicted going into this round, even before the regatta even started, we kind of identified 9 teams, didn't we? 9 teams that could
yep, we did.
that make the final 8. And as predicted, there were 9 teams that really could have done some damage, and one of them's not going to make it. It looks to be the College of Charleston Cougars. So, yeah, it just shows the depth of the field is rising, and the new format fits.
Yep.
And kudos to the regatta organizers to take advantage of the breeze we've had.